right, thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. We have something extra special to share. First off, though, you got myself, Matt McDaniel, and Alan Whitemarsh in the booth for match 1. 3 great matches, Rob and James, then Rob and Alan, the dude sitting right next to me, and then myself and Kyle. All 3 of these are expected to be fantastic matches and will actually be the finale of round 1 for season 1.
Right,
that's a mouthful.
11.
Yeah. So right after we get done with this week, we will loop back and have our much anticipated rematch series.
Yep.
So round 2 for the season will be all rematches of this, more or less the same matches you guys saw here for the first 11 weeks. But we do have something very special to share with you guys tonight, and instead of us droning on and on and on and doing it not so well, introducing the 9-ball format that we play, we figured we'd make a video for you guys so you could enjoy that, and we'll go ahead and play that for you now. You're watching Seeking Gravity, and this is how we play 9-ball. Balls numbered 1 through 9 must be played in rotation, requiring the cue ball to always strike the lowest numbered ball on the table first. Balls are racked in random order, with the 1 in front and 9 in the middle. By first making contact with the lowest numbered ball on the table, any ball can be pocketed with a combo or carom, and it remains your turn. You cannot, however, strike a higher numbered ball on the table first to sink the lowest numbered ball on the table. This is a foul. All fouls give your opponent ball in hand, a huge advantage. You can win the rack by sinking the 9 early, as long as you use the lowest numbered ball on the table to initiate the shot. A push-out is an option on the first shot after the break, and it isn't required to follow any of the rules, but the opponent gets to decide if they want to take on the resulting leave or give the next shot right back. Jumping and jump cues are allowed, adding a little flair to the game. 1 through 9. Only 1 ball matters. Only 1 ball counts. The 9. All right, what do you guys think about that? Pretty fun, huh? Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get started with match 1 between Rob and James.
So James wins the leg, I think. Yep, James won the leg. This should be really good. This should be a pretty good match.
All right, wasting no time. James gonna hammer away on break 1.
Should be able to see the 7 or the 1.
So here's something I noticed. I watched my match from last week. In particular, kind of an interesting fact. I remember there was a shot where you and James are kind of dumbfounded that I went for a bank rather than cutting it in. In fact, it was 1 ball, kind of more or less like this. And so what I've determined, because we actually have our top-down camera shifted here a little bit, so we've made room for the score on the bottom, that's distorted the perspective of the shot line. So when you see a cut, there's really not a cut at all.
Right. Oh, he's gonna get that handed right back to him.
Yeah, he is. So Rob was jumping in warm-ups and he was feeling pretty good about it, but I don't think he's feeling that good.
Nah. Center of the table, 2 inches away from the 6. I don't think it's gonna happen.
But James
is down to try it.
He can jump pretty close though. Oh, he just
unless he does that.
He was gearing up and he lost it.
That's tough.
Yeah, it is. Let's see what Rob decides to do. take it far corner. Roll up for that too.
Got way more of that than you wanted to.
Either way too much or just not enough, because I actually like the 2 rail around. It's a small window, but it's pretty consistent to loop around that 7 ball up there. He's good. He found a window.
It's close. The tight pockets strike again.
Yeah. When do they not?
James trying to play, I think, play the cue ball on the opposite side of the 8, but he bumped the 8 too, and left Rob with a okay shot, but over the 8, which is a little bit more difficult. James is gonna run this. Commentator's curse.
He just destroyed him. God. I think James is gonna have a really good laugh about that when he rewatches this.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, he's got this. Right off the bat, James is gonna come out just swinging.
You're gonna get a nasty text from James at like 2 in the morning tonight.
I think he said he stopped watching him the night of.
Oh yeah?
I think so. I could be wrong. Something about getting home at 11 and then...
Yeah, thank you guys for the compliments on the video. It's a small taste of what's to come for not only the stream production, but what we've got in the works for the actual TV show. So it should be pretty fun. DJ trying to snipe an angle there. Tell James to move over a little bit. That's just rude.
Yeah. This is one of my least favorite shots on the whole table, I think.
What, a hard one?
Well,
yeah.
it's pretty much straight in. Your cue ball is off the rail.
He could theoretically cut this in the side. Well, no, because again, remember, it's way straight in from that camera angle. That's what I keep remembering. So what we see as a slight cut is damn near straight in, if not completely straight in.
I think that's what he's doing though.
You think he's cutting it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was razor thin. If it looked thin from here, it was ridiculous out there. I was taking the paint job off of it to get that to cut in.
gonna be pretty close to his work here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not gonna let the stroke out on this shot. Let's put it that way.
I would actually use more of a break stroke here.
So you gotta play safe here, so just glance off the 7, put some distance.
Yeah, just right off the left side of the 7. He's gonna go for this though. This is way harder. Good try.
He wanted it.
Tough shot. Yeah, this is another one of those long shots that I do not like. Oh man, I'm way behind on the balls. Sorry guys. You guys gotta let me know those things. That's nasty. So Rob he's got his jump cue out. That actually really surprises me because he usually has pretty decent kicks. And he's gonna hit the 8.
That's way out in the middle of the table.
Yeah, he's gonna hit this 8. Yeah, he's changing his mind. And that's the right decision.
For humans, not the pro gods, but he got okay there.
Yeah, he's good. I think if he were to have tried to jump that, I mean, his cue wasn't even like 30 degrees. It was pretty level in terms of jumping.
Strike 2 on that shot.
Misses the 7 3 times. Back and forth.
Alright, let's see if Rob can close this out. Fairly simple drift to mid-table here, 1 rail. Ooh, he wasn't even looking at the shot. The infamous rack 1 strikes once again.
Every week? There's almost always 1 rack on this table where it's
longer than necessary.
Yeah.
7 ball doesn't want to die, or does it? The Bing.
Winner.
James shaking his head as he walks around the table. Oh, that's good. Cut it in. Watch your speed here. He's going to play double speed. Oh, not really.
And that's in the drink.
Yeah. Somehow the cue ball is so easy to find those pockets. And James concedes rack 1 to Rob.
That quickly went from being the infamous rack to
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah, we should say that more often.
Yeah.
Seeing lots of familiar faces in the chat. Thank you guys again for joining us. We're now getting people from across the nation.
Yeah, we've seen people from all over.
One of these nights, Casey's going to drink a couple Red Bulls and stay through match 3. I'm feeling it.
So let's see. Our third match usually ends around 11-ish.
It's really consistent. It's like right at 11.
So that'd be 2 a.m. for him, I think.
He can do it. I believe in him.
Pennsylvania.
Tonight's the night, and I'm just saying because I'm playing match 3. So
okay.
I'd like to think I'm worth the stay up, but you know.
I mean, it sounds like he should call in from work.
There's priorities, and this is definitely one of them. Seven ball right in the pocket.
And the 5 ball gets kicked. Oh, Casey's on. Nice.
Oh yeah, he's been here. He was here for the intro.
I think it's because we were both talking at the same time.
Yeah.
It happens sometimes.
Get some table audio in there, huh? There we go. That sounds more like it. If most people could see the rat's nest of cables we've got going on back here, they might understand if we forget a button or two. Not proud of it.
Yeah, it's pretty messy.
The evolution of live video.
This is actually kind of tricky here.
Yeah, it is. Lots of dangers. Think he was trying to leave the one on the other rail? That's why he said he killed it?
I think so. I mean, he hit the crap out of it. It's hard to play a defense when you're hitting the ball that hard.
But those are tricky when you're having to put a little draw on it to keep the speed off the object ball too.
Right.
You can have as many feeds as you want, Casey.
Yeah, pump up those viewership numbers.
Get it on every device in the house. I want it in stereo.
Make an artificial 7.1 surround sound. It's all the same feed.
One's a bass is just underneath a sweatshirt or something.
Yeah.
All right, so ball in hand for James coming to the table here.
It's interesting that Rob's whipped out the jump cue twice already.
It just happens, man.
I haven't seen him jump too much before, and so it's just surprising. I wonder if it's a new jump cue.
He was taking a lot of opportunities during practice, so I think he's in jump mode. Thank you again for everyone joining us on your Monday evening. Hopefully everyone's having a good time and didn't get too hot yesterday. Yesterday I was digging holes.
Yeah, I do not.
I felt like I was in a sauna digging holes. And if you've dug a hole in Washington or specifically Tacoma, it's not digging dirt, it's digging rocks.
Right, and not small rocks.
No, they're potatoes.
Boulders.
Yeah. Large potatoes.
It's not a lot of fun.
It was terrible. Verified.
Every time I think of digging holes, I think of the book or the movie Holes with
Never saw it.
You never saw that movie?
Isn't it
Did you read the
Shia
book?
LaBeouf? No.
Oh, come on.
I got time for books. The learning stuff.
I mean, it came out when you were like, so I
Yeah,
guess
too
you were
old.
probably like 18 or 19.
Yeah. we do typically reference our camera people. DJ, we've mentioned DJ a couple times, I think, tonight. But yeah, DJ's running camera 3 right now for match 1. He always does a great job, and DJ's been here a lot for running cameras, so he's awesome.
And last week we had, I'm pretty sure we gave Brian a little shout out for his first time.
Yeah.
I guess we don't formally introduce our cameraman.
Yeah.
I guess we don't go down a list.
There was a chance to miss that.
We just have like a list of names that we just scorekeeper, this person. Cameraman 1.
Credits.
Credits. This person. Producer. Oh,
do your job, Alan.
yeah, that's twice I've already
One
forgotten.
job to do.
I'm just watching pool. Oh man, he
Yeah.
I knew I was missing it when I shot. I didn't get up.
I'd like to assume some of that was a kick, but I don't know. I think a kick would have sent it the other way, not overcut it. So
I don't know.
that was kind
pretty
of
sure-
wacky for Rob.
I'm pretty sure he stood up prior to even making contact with the cue ball there.
And once again, not to beat a dead horse, but the masks do throw you out of a groove for sure. It's
Absolutely.
you don't feel normal shooting in a mask.
Great shot.
He's gonna be in a tough spot here, and he knows it.
I mean, he's not gonna be comfortable here. The 9 ball is gonna be
Yeah, there's
Tricky.
nothing really easy about this. And again, it could be the distortion of the lens too. That's why I don't feel confident to say that he can draw this back to the left of the side pocket.
Ooh, Casey, that's a good question.
Yeah, I'll tackle that right after this 8 ball because I'm very interested in watching this shot from James here, and I think James is very interested to see what's gonna happen. So he is looking to draw it.
Oh, you better draw on this, James. Think hard.
You gotta hit it pure too. No, he hit it too hard.
Yeah.
You know, I think you could have got away with it if you made it. Yeah.
So Seeking Gravity is just the name that we end up landing on because you're always looking for some gravity when it comes to pool. When you find gravity, it's typically a good thing unless it's the cue ball.
Right.
So that's kind of where that comes from, but it also has strong astronomy ties too. We're working with spheres, and gravity is obviously a large theme in astrology and all that good jazz. So it just fit really well, and we like the motivation of the name. Again, a lot more of it will make sense when we get to the show.
What other names we're contemplating? Actually, Seeking Gravity was the first name you kind of threw my way.
Yeah.
And I thought, that doesn't make any sense. And then I thought about it for a couple more minutes, and I was like, actually, I really like that. He did ask me for some ideas, and I would go back through the 10,000 text messages we've had since then, but they were typical stupid pool names like Corner Pocket or
Just the tip,
Yeah, no, that wasn't one, but yeah, typical pool ones.
Rob not happy with himself tonight.
And I do think that the name Seeking Gravity has some kind of mystique.
It makes you think. It's
Yeah.
different. I am a huge science nerd, so I've always loved astrology stuff too. So it was fit hand in hand with what I like. But yeah, Seeking a little gravity, like James just did. He found a little bit right there. Take rack 2. All right, we're all tied up. 1 rack apiece.
Yeah, Jordan, if you go, like the league that we play in, they actually have an entire 700-page list of team names that you cannot have,
Yeah.
and they're all innuendos.
It turns out that most league pool players think like a 6th grader when it comes to perverted names. Of
Right.
course, it's pool is fraught with innuendos, and
Right.
you just kind of have to look past it. And that'll be a disclaimer that we have in our show, I think, right out of the gate, because we can only say that's what she said so many times.
Right.
We have to get through a show.
One blanket, that's what she said, can count for all of it.
Or maybe we just have the words flash in the corner of the screen every time, just so we beat everyone to it.
Oh, the one ball.
Casey, we do not have a donation page right now. It's another thing we have in the works. We're doing everything the right way, and it takes time, so we're developing a website right now, which will not only encompass all of our content for the show, but you'll also be able to follow the league and the standings and dive into each player with bios, and it's going to be a mess of really awesome stuff. So we're excited to share all that. It just takes time, especially when we don't get to do this full time.
Right.
So it's already taken more time than I'd like to admit to get to where we are right now.
I mean, we're also in the process of coming up with my entire clothing line.
See, and well, there's another one. That's right up my alley. That's what she said, right? Come on.
Yeah.
Now you're just putting them on a tee.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the Slurch clothing line coming. It's going to be amazing. Really high fashion. It's in. All right, so James looking in that 2 ball. Not too jacked about it because he doesn't have a great line to 3. I think we'll have a merch store, and then there will just be a Slurch merch page, or at least
Oh, that rhymes too. That's perfect.
a tab for Slurch merch.
Right.
Yeah, and then of course we will have the movie, right?
Whew.
The made-for-TV movie, which will make intentionally bad with really, really bad like Hallmark trailers and actors like soap.
Can we film it with our phones?
I think
It'd be
I
easier.
think we want to do it with high-end gear so it looks really cheesy
Oh, that's
bad.
true, yeah,
you
yeah.
want the investment to be there, but not the story or content, right? Let's make it 3D too.
Ooh. Yeah, we can send everybody just Slurch 3D goggles,
Yeah,
glasses.
they might not be ready for that.
I haven't seen a 3D movie in a long time.
That's
I haven't seen a
for-
movie in a long time.
That's for good reason. 3D needs to die. It tried really, really, really hard to take you for $40 every time you wanted to go to a movie, and everyone got sick.
I saw like a few that I was like, that wasn't bad at all. Like I kind of forgot I was wearing the glasses.
It takes like 20-25 minutes, and you can settle in.
Yeah. I mean, by the time I got through the previews, I was like, okay, I think I'm okay.
Yeah, that's it. That's the sad thing. I think I can do this.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like I want to enjoy this thing. Ooh, off the knuckle. I think he's gonna be all right here. I think he's got a hit. Oh, maybe he's got a make. I mean, that'd be a hell of a shot anyways, but I think he's got the window. He's teeing it up right away. Yep, he had it.
Overcut it. And gets pretty much safe here.
It's gonna be a lot of fun doing the photography for the Slurch merch. I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that.
It just means I need to fix my posture. This is a good thing.
Well, we need to get on the photography before you do that.
Right.
I want you to be healthy, but I need the merch.
We need the money.
I care about you, Alan, but not that much.
Yeah. We'll just put the whole thing on Kickstarter. It's fine. all that square footage and he still ends up pretty much safe here.
I think so. It's in.
That's a great shot.
Gonna come up with another good one here with some good speed. So this is gonna be. Oh no, I'm sorry. Pink before purple.
Pink before purple. Just like, why'd they have to switch those two balls?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
You're fine, you're safe.
So the cross-side back cut bank is there.
Yup.
Getting on the 5 should be there too. So top right should spin it around. Like that.
Just a little too much.
Yep.
Good try though. I read Amanda's nice shot in Jordan's voice. I mean, that's Jordan's like catchphrase, but yeah.
That was a monster shot to get on it, and he's halfway there. He can still pocket that purple 5. Yeah, one day, Jordan. It takes a while. Sometimes we have to, we try to dissect the language a little bit for newer players. But sometimes the pace they play, we just gotta blurt it out.
I mean, we have to dissect it for our players too, so it's okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure there's been a few times where I've rewatched at least my match and been like, what is Matt even talking about? Nice touch, but not super helpful.
I wonder if he thought he was going to come into that at all and nudge it out.
I think that was the hope.
Jordan, a nudge is when you lightly knock into another ball. Just give me crap.
The other ball moves slightly.
Slightly. It's a nudge. Check.
Now this is going to be more of like a hit.
Slightly harder strike.
Yeah.
And
Object ball moves much further. Oh.
That, I was gonna say that's cuttable, but again, that camera angle, I'm more aware of it now.
So Rob's calling defense.
Alright, so James at the table now, trying to figure out what he's gonna do with that brown 7.
Take it all the way down, James. He tried.
Yeah, Casey, we keep saying the same thing. We type in the next week for the matchups, and we're like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe it's X, right? And
Right.
It's 11 weeks in. Pretty
then-
soon it's going to be season 11. We're like, what?
Yeah, what happened?
We'll
Where
be-
did my life go?
We'll be in wheelchairs,
Yeah.
all gray. That'd be bad in 11 years from now, but I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean, I'm okay doing this 11 years from now, I guess. Maybe not in the same capacity.
No.
It'd have to be a slightly larger scale.
It's in. Oh.
It's about to be now. Right. All that practice. We'll just be practicing with the bridge all the time too, so that'll be good. There you go.
It'd be really amazing if we could manage to hold on to the vast majority of our players for that long. I mean, I'm an optimist, but I'm also a realist, and I know life gets in the way and things change, but it'd be awesome if we had players for that long. It'd be so cool to see.
Maybe, yeah. Tons of growth, hopefully.
Hopefully. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he didn't want to make the 8 anyways.
Yeah, who wants the 8 ball? I personally miss it every chance I get. Alright, so Rob calling the side here.
Not the easiest of shots here.
Doink.
Yep.
That knuckle.
See, that's what I think of, the Sasquatch pose. When I think
The
of what...
walking with the knuckle dragging posture.
Right, just basically that pose essentially with a cue. James takes rack 3, goes up 2-1. Maybe not knuckle dragging though. I don't have arms that long.
But if you did. James controlled break.
But it's dry.
If it would have had a little bit less control, that 3 would have dropped.
Yeah. Slightly harder. Oh, reset.
Janice says that she thinks of the Grinch.
I mean, we're talking about the same Grinch here, right? Or we're thinking of the same Grinch?
Is there more than one? You talking about the different renditions of the Grinch?
Yeah. Hasn't there been a recent...
Oh my goodness. Okay, so the question is...
What?
The question is whether he caroms off the 1 or combos the 1 into the 3. I would probably opt for the carom. I'm thinking of ball control.
Right, so
Because that 7 ball's big.
Yeah. And the 1... So the 1 comes... I guess it depends on how it hits the 3, right? He's going for the combo.
Yeah, see, that's what I was afraid of right there.
He can go real first here, though.
That's not an easy shot.
You can go rail first and just barely glance the one. It'll go right in. He's a swerve it.
Yep, he is.
It's risky. Oh, I hit it way too hard.
You got too much of the cue ball. Rob eyeballing the 2.9 because it is a claustrophobic rack.
Jonathan's watching from China?
What time is it in China?
Should be early, right?
It's definitely not 8 o'clock in China.
Should be really early.
There's nothing better than waking up to the sunset and watching Seeking Gravity. I'll tell you that right now.
I wouldn't really.
Over your cup of Joe.
Oh, yeah.
What do they drink in China?
I don't know.
I'd imagine
coffee.
tea.
Or tea.
I'd imagine tea is more popular over there. Uh-oh. Rob uncontrollably laughing with that. That's all you can do.
So that means not only are we...
Hey Siri, what time is it in China?
It's 10:50 a.m.
10:50.
Not bad. 11 a.m.? That's later than I thought it would be.
Yeah, me too. So he's just watching at lunch.
Because science tells me I dig a hole straight through the earth and I hit China.
Pretty much.
That's what I've been told my entire life.
You just won't get there through Tacoma. Too much rock.
Well, once you get through the Tacoma cobbles, you'll be good. You'll be sweet.
Right?
You'll be smooth sailing from there. The Earth's core is nothing compared to the Tacoma cobble.
Yeah. You hit it once with your shovel and it just goes and opens up.
All right, we're getting one of our first multi-ball runs, and it just
ended.
Yeah. I'm so excited to say that.
So from China. So that means we're international.
I like global.
Global's better. Global's better.
Seeking Gravity worldwide, wide.
I almost started singing the song and it might have been inappropriate, so I had to stop myself instantly.
Today we put liquid paper on a bee.
Yeah.
And it died.
This show's about to become rated R.
Not an easy cut on that purple 5. Going for the bank. Nice shot.
Keep going, keep going, keep going,
I was
keep
going to say a
going.
little too much speed, but he's okay there. Not the easiest line to see. So this is 2 rails. Stun right. Go short rail, long rail. I'm serious. Yeah, stun right. He's playing it soft.
Yuck.
How is this rack getting less balls on it, the table, but it's a messier rack?
Yeah, it's getting worse and worse.
Of course, if he can bank this 7 and get position, he can do an 8-9 combo here. not going safe, and I don't think he's gonna like that.
No.
It's not the easiest position to get on the 8. Actually, not at all. Depending on what he can see from his angle.
I mean, to get on the 8 here, you gotta go. You gotta take it down, right? Down the table. Which is. No, he tried to. He tried to slam that into the side and force follow it around the table. Which is super hard to do. It's really hard to hit a ball hard into the side pocket.
Or any pocket.
Yeah, honestly,
that
well, yeah,
matter?
any pocket. Yeah, I was gonna say, and it's about to be broken out.
Interesting. So this is a risky shot. You gotta kind of poke, jab, draw it with a high Q. DJ, give me a little zoom action in there. Look at that voice activated camera magic.
Right?
This is another week first. We got our cameraman wearing headgear so they can hear exactly what we're hearing. Or saying, I should say. And we get a little voice action on the camera. Called safe.
And he's not gonna like that.
You're on to that?
You cannot take it for granted. Is this how the phrase "how the table turns" came?
Maybe.
He pretty much did.
No, I was not on purpose. I would go for it.
I think they're out there trying to figure out why this 7 ball still exists.
For some reason, this ball sticks in my mind for being one that doesn't want to go down very easy.
Right, yeah, I feel like it's
Oh, he's
been the
too
problem
hard.
child already once. Ooh, this is interesting.
Let's see.
Is the carom there?
The carom's not there. He kind of has to go rail first into the 8 if he wants an angle on the 9. But that's a tall order. He might as well go long rail first. You know what I'm saying? So the top rail, come around. Rob taking a good look at it there. He's not gonna like where that ended up. But still, James has to come up with a good shot here. I mean, this is all speed. We say that, and of course, watch the 8 ball not go down.
You know, at least he got lucky. But
Yeah, he's got shape on it now for sure.
wow. So that's twice James has whiffed. Is I think the appropriate word. Maybe not the nice word.
I think the first one was understandable. This one was, I mean, it was a tough cut. Again, remember, we're seeing an easier cut on the table
Right.
with this camera.
I thought he was on the right side of the line there to come left off
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Off that 8.
I'm done presuming, right? Because playing your game and then coming back here and rewatching it looks completely different. It's really hard to explain.
Good shot.
Yeah, nice cuts. We're back 2-2. These are going to go the distance. Of course, we just got done saying most of our nights end up at 11. But all you need to do is go 5-0, and I'll go 5-0, and we'll be right there.
Right,
So
right.
The pressure's really on us to make this happen now.
Right, I need Rob to like hard cool down. And maybe I'll just artificially make that happen by just taking my time. Take like 5 minutes in between each shot, put the viewers to sleep, but at least I'll win my match.
All right, so we got Rob breaking rack 5.
Farewell, sweet cookie cats. I'll always remember the time we spent together.
9-ball moved. 3 balls.
Look at this. This is going to get interesting real fast.
Oh, the 1-ball win. That's a weird pocket for the 1 to end up in.
Yeah. No, that's the right pocket for it to go in. Because he broke from the top side and the 1 ball.
Oh,
on
he
the
broke. He
side.
did break from the top. Okay.
Yeah.
Casey, we do. I do watch it with comments. I don't know why. Maybe because I like to see the comments that happen during my match, so that I know which viewers are my fans or not.
This is for you. For scaring those things away.
Is he trying to set this up to go 5-9?
I don't know.
So
Looks like
scary to cheat that pocket, and it still wasn't enough. 9-ball.
Okay, the Caro.
Yeah. It was tough.
That's weird. He took plenty of time on the 4-ball shot, and then the shot to win him the game.
No, he took his time on it. I think he was composed. I think the 4 ball took a while because he was deciding how he wanted to get on the 5.
That's true. There has been a few times when I'm rewatching the match and I see the comments, and I go to reply to the comment, which would be weird.
I have to watch it. I stream it to my TV to rewatch because I can't sit there and look at a phone. I mean, it's one thing if it's live, so you can comment and stuff, but obviously I watch it after the fact, so.
I have several monitors for my computer, so I just put it on my computer.
I have several monitors. So James put that in a sticky spot.
Yeah, I typically get home and I'll watch my match, or some of my match at least, and depending on the last time I eat some food while I'm at it, play some games or something.
well, since we're tied up, let's take a quick poll here. Eric, that's a good question. I don't know the brand of the brake circle thingamajigger. Rob brought that one time, and we've just kind of kept using it. I've always just been used to using a spare piece of Simonis as a brake square, but he's asking for the brand. I'm not quite sure on it.
I think it is the shark. The shark sounds familiar. I think there's a shark on it.
That's like half a pool stuff, though.
Yeah,
It's either a panther, a snake, a shark. Anything with large teeth, essentially, is a pool cue or a pool brand. Nice shot from James. He's got shape to finish this out, too. Taking a good look at it like you should. Could be running into that 9 after this. Oh,
that's a great shot.
Yeah, it was. Clutch. Now just finish it up. Don't assume it's an easy shot. Take your time. There it is.
Oh my gosh, you almost missed it.
All right. Well, ironic that Rob's got the lead in the poll right now as James takes the lead in the match, 3-2.
Yeah, James is keeping the pressure on Rob. It's good. This should start to hopefully get the best play out of both of them by kind of pressuring each other, thinking hill.
Do you think that Rob playing ahead of you is an advantage?
That Rob playing it? Oh,
Yeah, because you're playing Rob next.
I think so.
Put my table together. It's just
I always seem to play better when my opponent is playing better, like less fluke shots type of thing.
I would say that aside from the fact we're playing masks and you get fatigue a lot faster. Focus is hard to maintain, I think even more. People get warm and a lot of people struggle with the mask, so that might actually be an advantage, ironically. He'll be warmer, quote unquote, at the table, but
He'll be tired.
yeah, the mask might be getting to him, especially like by the end of your guys' match.
Right.
Interesting thought.
Yeah, I guess it would benefit me if this were to go hill. In the stream, it's good for our matches to go hill.
So Shannon asks if there's a pocket that statistically is made more often. In 9-ball, I would have to say resoundingly the two left corner pockets that you're looking at right now, because it's just nearest the rack. And I would say the side pockets after that. Statistically, though, you can still see the magic rack on the table.
Is that a push out?
The corner of the little Christmas tree there is where, more or less, where a wing ball sits. And we typically break from the wings, and the idea is if you hit that one ball square enough, the corner ball shoots in, and then the one ball makes its way toward the other side pocket. So there's somewhat of a predictable path for a few of the balls. Rarely does it work out perfectly. And then Bethany asks if we have AC. We do have AC upstairs. We're in a daylight basement where the pool table is housed, so it stays very cool down here regardless of the weather. So right now it's 70 degrees in here. It was 70 yesterday when it was like 95 out. So it stays pretty cool down here.
That was actually a really smart play by James there. He purposely took the foul by pushing the 6 into the 1.
Yeah.
Pretty much knew he was giving Rob ball in hand. And it almost worked out.
I think the 1 can be made in the top left pocket. Oh wait, no, it was not ball in hand. I'm sorry, I assumed he fouled. That was the last shot. Because that was a push. Or did he foul? Sorry, I've been talking.
Whoa,
and
was
running
it a
camera.
push? It might have been a push.
I'm completely spaced
Oh, that
right
might
now.
have been a push. No, because Rob had ball in hand. Timing shot? Not quite.
Man, this 1 ball, sneaky.
Yeah.
I just watched that the other night again, Mr. Dietz. Sneaky. The movies you put on at like 1 in the morning when you just don't care and you just want to zone out. And of course Netflix is just tossing it to you.
What's the thing that he says all the time? Oh, touch my feet. Or whatever it is.
He wants to touch your feet, but he says sneaky all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, he got it. Good square hit.
Man, Adam Sandler movies. Whew.
Everyone's the same. If you've seen one Adam Sandler movie, you've seen them all more or less.
That's okay.
Same kooky characters. Same actors playing the same kooky characters.
Actually, he has that Netflix film. I haven't seen it yet, but he's like a diamond peddler.
Oh, Uncut Gems? That is different. That is true.
I haven't seen that one, but we almost watched it one time, but we just weren't in the mood for a serious movie.
Alright, so that brings Rob to the table here. Still looking at this 1 ball.
Doesn't get safe from the 1, but ties up the 3, so that's unmakeable. And a breakout shot is pretty unlikely.
He's not gonna like that. Did you hear him laughing?
Yeah,
I don't know
so-
if you guys could hear him. It's kind of like the airy, just kind of
Yeah.
gut chuckle. That was good.
Alright, he's breaking out the jump cue.
Yeah, he's got some work to do here.
This is tough.
At least he's close to the rail. I guess that's the 1 positive for this jump. Nice little height assist.
He does use the dart method here.
Yeah, he does. Nice
And he got
clearance. Ooh, cue ball. Tell you what, that cue ball has found the pocket with frightening accuracy during this match.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of okay. I mean, this ball in hand, I don't think it's going to hurt him that much. That 3 ball is a mess.
These shots are a lot more fun in practice.
Mhm.
Because you're like, let's try this.
Yeah. See, I was thinking something similar to what he's doing right here. But I think he's going to try to go around the 3.
He's gonna try and tie him up.
Oh, it made it worse. I mean, better. It made it better for James. See, I was thinking the 9, the 6, and the 8 kind of create like a wall, and send the 2 down to break those up and leave the cue ball behind that wall of balls. That was kind of my thought.
Alright, so James is looking at the reverse bank back to the corner pocket he's standing next to here.
Just missed it. And now the 4 ball.
So Billy wants us to chat about intentional fouls. So intentional fouls will be if you really don't see a shot to make what we consider a fair hit, so hitting the lowest number ball on the table first, and then the cue ball or an object ball striking a rail after contact, you can gum up the works essentially. You can create what we call problem balls. So you just intentionally foul. You can obviously do whatever you want with the cue ball because you're providing ball in hand to your opponent. So you're just trying to create an ugly of a situation as possible, so that once you do give them ball in hand, they don't have an easy run out. So that's usually making clusters in ways that are very unfriendly to making runs. But that's a good topic, good question.
I think that's only in UPA.
So ACT is asking how you can get in on this. Right now, we are just getting going. The first handful of weeks here with the live stream, and this is just one aspect of what we got in the cooker. We do have a show coming, and you guys will see that as soon as we can get it fully completed and produced and whatever else we need to do with the polishing. But yeah, so right now we're not taking applications as it is.
No.
And we're just trying to focus on making a great production for you guys and getting settled in and getting used to this whole live stream action and producing a good product for you guys.
Yeah, one of the biggest things is just getting us on schedule. We're a little bit behind where we kind of were thinking we were going to be, mostly with the show.
I think when they see it, it'll make sense why things took so long.
Right. The live stream, we've dealt with some hiccups. A lot of stuff kind of takes a little bit more time than you would think.
So Billy wants to know if this is an acceptable practice. I would say anything's an acceptable practice when you're trying to achieve the most competitive play that you can. So there's, you hear silly things like defense is bad or it's boring or whatever it might be. There's no bad aspects to solid play. That's something that there's some great players out there. Great, I should call them great shot makers. Fantastic shot makers cannot really play defense, and that's where they'll get torn apart because defense is just as important as the offensive game is.
Right.
And a lot of people just don't pay attention to that because they're waiting for the power draw shots or the 16 rail shots around the table to get on the next shot if they can. So a smart player is a solid player.
And that's one of the things you often see at bars are people just, they don't think they really have a shot, and so they just hit the ball really hard.
Yep.
And pray that it goes in one of the 6 pockets.
Or you'll have a player that gets very frustrated from the fact that you played a defense.
Yeah.
Like you
That
actually
happens.
thought about a defense.
That happens often.
Yeah. And that just lets you know that there's a lot of development that needs to happen in leagues, and hopefully they'll continue to be smarter and more patient leadership to help guide those players to ensure that they understand what good fundamentals are and what a good pool player does. So defense isn't frowned on or looked at as a weak point, it's a strength.
Right.
And it's all part of playing to win, right? I mean, that's what it is. You're not playing defense because you give up, or you're not intentionally fouling because you give up. It's you want the win, and that's the best way to achieve it that you can see in that particular shot situation.
Yeah. Defensive shots just aren't like the sexy shot.
Yeah.
Right. Wow.
You almost got on the way back. Yeah, stereotypes are fraught in pool. One of the things that we hope that we can shine a light on a little bit. Alright, D just got us a good shot here on this 9. Nope. Didn't leave an easy hanger for Rob. Yeah, if you guys have questions, fire away. This is a great opportunity for us, and also gives us really great feedback for things that we potentially haven't covered or want to cover in the show that we have coming, or maybe in a different perspective than we were anticipating.
Right.
Really stepping into it.
Right, there might be a lot of aspects where we think as pool players that we know, and then somebody might bring up a good point for things that maybe people who aren't super familiar with pool don't know, and those are good things to shine some light on. But breaking the stereotypes, I think, it's a tall task.
It's so beneficial, though. I think it's so worth talking about.
Oh.
All right, let's bring James to the table, see if he wants to take this 9 down. All right, that's going to put James on the hill, 4-2. So Shannon, coming up with another great question, probably a lot of people are too scared to ask about. So she's referring to the white dots on the rail of the table, those we refer to as diamond. These are actually round, right? They're round.
I think those ones are. They're just decoration, though.
I get my diamond table and my gold crown confused. Yeah, so they're white dots. Those are what we call the actual diamond system. And we use those as geometric markers to get around the table. They correspond to each other, and you can do some math with them, and there's probably 14 million different ways of using them in different systems, but whatever ends up working for people. And once I think a lot of people play enough pool, they probably use them as a quick guide from time to time, but a lot of people just start feeling the angles. They can just look at the table and know where to hit. But yes, we use those for measuring banks or multi-rail kicks, things like that.
I seriously used to think they were decoration.
I bet a lot of people think that.
I'm sure that's a popular opinion.
Nice cut. Got shape on the 2-2.
2-2?
2-2. So he's got enough angle he can do the fun shot here, which is 2 rails back around to get mid-table. Because that 3 ball is going to be tricky if he stays on that side. There you go.
That'll do, just...
Yep, he's going to hit the 9, he'll be fine. That was a nice shot by James.
Just tap it in.
I'm going to say it, multi-ball run.
Well, that was 3.
I think I should give you some good luck, Alan, and just tell you, threaten to revoke your weekend if you don't play well.
That's rude. I'm trying to think of if I had anything planned for this weekend. I was like, what am I doing?
Then you're like, fine, take it, I don't care.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an inside joke. We've got another player that we play league with, and he had worked with me for a while, and I just jokingly refer. He was up on his match, and I told him, I was like, if you don't play well, I'm revoking your weekend. Like, I was gonna tell him to go edit or something, and he ended up playing really well. So that was kind of the ongoing joke, is when I need him to play well, I tell him to revoke his weekend, even though it doesn't make sense anymore because I can't. Like, I would have revoked his weekend anyways.
Right. That's good play. Good play, James.
Mm-hmm.
It's a smart decision instead of trying to force your break and run there.
So
I know that was going through your head.
Yeah, Rob's fetching the break or the jump cue here, and kind of an easier jump just because he'll be coming off the ledge here, so he's got an extra 3-inch height advantage for his bridge.
was gonna say, you better jack it up.
Oh, missing all the other. Still made it though. Alright, so James gets to continue his run. If he plays the 7-ball smart, he should have a pretty good segue from the 8 to the 9. And you could play this a bunch of different ways too. Boils down to what you're most comfortable with at the moment. So he's choosing to go 2 rails, 3 rails?
Hopefully 3. Well, 2 or 3.
Yeah,
But
I would go safe side and try and go 3. I don't know if he's going to have the speed. That's why you go 3. So that's a tighter cut than you see. The camera fools the eye with this perspective. So it's much harder cut shot than what you're seeing there, guys. Not impossible, but not as easy.
Pool players aren't athletes.
James cracking jokes as he's stretching across the table.
Money.
And he takes it down.
Oh,
All right. All right, so James takes the match, 5 racks to 2. Let me see what is on next. Boom. Rob and Alan. We'll be right back. We're going to let our players get their elbows warm for about 5, I guess I should say Alan's elbow warm for about 5 minutes. We'll be right back.
Grammarly helps make your writing clear and concise.
I set this way down.
guys, we're gonna play our 9-ball intro video. Oh, resume. We're gonna play our 9-ball intro one more time for those who didn't get a chance to watch it last time. So stand by. We're gonna play that one more time for you. You're watching Seeking Gravity. And this is how we play 9-ball. Balls numbered 1 through 9 must be played in rotation, requiring the cue ball to always strike the lowest numbered ball on the table first. Balls are racked in random order, with the 1 in front and 9 in the middle. By first making contact with the lowest numbered ball on the table, any ball can be pocketed with a combo or carom, and it remains your turn. You cannot, however, strike a higher number ball on the table first to sink the lowest number ball on the table. This is a foul. All fouls give your opponent ball in hand, a huge advantage. You can win the rack by sinking the 9 early, as long as you use the lowest number ball on the table to initiate the shot. A push-out is an option on the first shot after the break, and it isn't required to follow any of the rules, but the opponent gets to decide if they want to take on the resulting leave or give the next shot right back. Jumping and jump cues are allowed, adding a little flair to the game. 1 through 9. Only one ball matters. Only one ball counts. The 9. Alright, so it looks like we are ready to get our leg on. I think we lost the feed. Oh my goodness. We did. Stand by, guys. Wait for the break. You can, if you want to count the leg, you can, but our feed just died, so stand by. Of course, did that literally die in the middle of our video?
I think the video made it through.
What? It did? Okay. Alright guys, we are back. Internet decided to not like us there for a second, but we are back and ready to rock. We have Alan breaking the first rack here. Alright, fantastic break by Alan there. The 1, 5, and 6.
Yeah, it's a pretty good way to get started. At least a look at the two here.
So we've got James joining us here in the booth. How was it out there?
It was good. I finally kind of, about 3 racks in, felt like I found a little groove, and Rob gave me some easy chances and kind of got it together there at the end.
Alan, I'm not going to say it, buddy, but you got this. Thanks for tuning in, Casey. Alan getting off to a strong start here. Let's see if he can finish her out.
Yeah, a little bit of a tricky transition here, 4 to 7, or 5 to 7, excuse me. Nope, that's 4.
You always screw it up back here. Every
Always.
time, and it freaks me out every time I do it, because I'm going to play next time and screw this up. But you don't. It's weird.
Nice
Oh,
shot.
Alan is freaking out right now. He's freaking out right now. You're going to see the biggest slurch on the planet.
I was going to say, if he gets this, you may never see him slurch again.
Oh, we've already coined it slurch merch. It's coming.
Is this the hashtag slurch buster?
He's gonna get this.
When are we going to implement heart rate monitors?
If it would have been week 1, we would have broke him, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Come on, Alan. He missed
Oh.
it. Like, there it is. There's
There's
the slurch.
the
There,
slurch.
oh,
That's the slurch logo right
there it
there.
is. Perfect. Fully executed. Striking the stick behind him.
That's the slurch logo for the merch right there.
Oh, it is. The thing is, I wanted Alan to have that break and run so bad, but I wanted the super slurch that much more.
Nice shot. Oh.
Got some fireworks here early.
Well, yeah, hopefully Rob and I didn't put you all to sleep there in the first 3 or 4 racks.
The first 3 racks
It
were
was
journey.
rough. I was looking at the watch going, oh, we're that match. But the last 3 seemed to go pretty quick.
Yeah, they sped up for sure. Right, Alan on this 9, see if we can finish her out. Nice shot. Alan, focus tonight.
Yeah, Billy, this is the second match.
Yeah, this is... I'll actually toss out on the screen for people. So this is Rob and Alan right now. Ignore the coming up next. Just pretend that's not there. There's the mugs of the guys playing right now. And then since we're on it, match 3 will be myself and Kyle. Finish her out.
Another pretty good break there.
He's actually got a decent layout here too. It's not gonna like that. Oh, I wasn't quick enough on the search cam. I'm renaming that camera search cam, just so you know, on the producer side of things. You can bend this. He's gonna go real first. No? I'm gonna stop guessing. Yeah, he is gonna bend it. It's a good angle for that. Bend it too much. Oh, that was good. All right.
Rob did what I did to myself. Our entire match was defense myself.
Yeah, you guys did a lot of that.
I think all 3 of the jump shots I took were as a result of my previous shot.
Totally forgot to put Slurch and Allen's name on the scoreboard. I think the 2 ball's down.
Sorry, I was answering the poll.
Slurch taking a 4-2 lead in the poll. We've got way more viewers than that, so we need to get some voting action here, guys. Nice cut, Alan.
Good shot.
Alan, I don't know what he drank this morning, because he actually came on a gig with me this morning, so I know what he's eaten today. Started off with Starbucks, so maybe that's the magic.
Yeah, he seems to be pretty well in stroke here early on.
Uh-oh, that's trouble.
Yeah, I don't know if he has any choice of it whether to shoot it. Could play safe, I guess, if you don't like the combo.
Ooh, did it just me or he stand up on that?
Yeah, it was pretty quick. Well, did you guys talk to anybody during the first match? Where we have people chiming in, watching from?
The huge. We also had China, and then we had
Oh, that
to
must
ask,
be Rob's brother.
we had to ask Siri what time it was in China. Way later than I thought it was. In terms of, we thought it was like way early in the morning. It's like, well, an hour ago it was 11, so
Yeah.
it's noon now. And they're eating lunch over there. What is Rob shooting with?
Rob has a Sean Butt and the Peach Hour Rogue carbon fiber shaft.
Everyone's got a carbon fiber. By the way, I'm dropping my carbon fiber next weekend.
Are you?
No. But it seems like everybody is.
Oh, you're dropping your own
Yeah, my own
for
brand.
sale. I thought you meant you're dropping it going back to wood.
Seeking Gravity shaft.
How long until you think that playing with a wooden shaft is going to be the equivalent of like people playing golf with hickory clubs?
I don't know. It's interesting. It's definitely a different hit, though.
So you had brought up something. Nice shot, Alan.
Alan's focused. Taking the first 2 racks.
You had brought up something in our Seeking Gravity group the other day about how all the top snooker players, you don't see them playing with carbon fiber yet, and how long till that transition happens when you're...
Yeah, I believe they all play with a manufacturer called Perry. I want to say it's Perry.
Okay.
It's a very prestigious cue that most of the top professionals play with. And I think the initial response was, it's snooker. It's so classic, it's traditional, and as much as it is that gentleman's game, everyone's going to take every advantage that they can get eventually, because those snooker players make some serious money. Serious money.
I know I've seen a few YouTube clips here and there, but I know very little about snooker.
I love watching snooker. I almost like watching it more than pool. It's a different gear to watch, and I really like it. I think we're not too far out though from that transition happening, because the larger tournaments, first place takes home like $160,000-$200,000. It's legit. And your handful of top placers are taking $50,000-$60,000 plus.
Yeah.
So, you gonna tell me you're not gonna play with carbon fiber to get there?
When I'll pay a little bit more attention to snooker when Seeking Gravity transitions into snooker season.
There you go. Yes, and also that's a great point. Jordan brings up snooker are very long matches. I haven't even finished it. I'm watching the Snooker World Championship right now. It's completed, and I already know who won, and I won't ruin it, but I think they're 2/3 of the way through, and they're 6 hours in.
Wow.
7 hours in, so it's a multi-day when you play one player, so it's the best out of 35 racks, or frames I should call them.
Nice shot.
Yeah, I want to eat what Alan's eating.
You actually got it back in pretty good position on the 2 here.
Uh-oh. It's the easy ones that will come up and bite you. So Alan's going to jump here, because why not? It's a fun shot.
I got my fill tonight.
There's been a lot of jumping.
I've just recently started jumping, and getting pretty consistent in clearing my my ball that's in the way, but I have yet to make a legal shot. Like I've
competition?
Lots of clean hit. No, period. lots of clean legal hits. Lots of scratches.
I was trying to get you some credit there,
Oh
James.
no, I'll be honest.
So Slurch takes the pole, 64%.
Oh, good shot.
Yeah, I made that guy.
At the overhead view, it looked like his aim was a little wide, but maybe that's why I haven't made one yet.
So this is something I was talking to Alan about earlier, and I'd like to remind our viewers. So, of course, I think most of us go back and rewatch our matches. But when you and Alan were commentating my match, you were really perplexed by the way I had to end up banking a 1 ball instead of taking it in the corner. And if you watch it again, you'll see it. It looks like it's an obvious easy cut. So the way that we have to have this top-down camera framed to make room for that scoreboard underneath is slightly below center.
Oh, okay.
And that really warps perspective. So when you're looking at balls and it looks like they have got an easy cut to the upper corners, they're not. They're almost straight in shots. So I've just gotten to the point of getting used to not assuming I know what the shot looks like anymore. We've got a rough guesstimate of what's happening.
Well, I had a shot like that in my match that had a long, skinny cut down the rail, and Rob had mentioned it's much harder on the table than it looks on the TV. Almost pretty good defense there.
Yeah, Shannon points out that giving Slurch a hard time about how much chalk he put on that jump cue. He does like to chalk up. But to his defense, I haven't seen Alan do too much miscuing, so he's doing something right.
I haven't seen him miss much tonight so far.
Yeah. He's earned the right to put an entire cube of chalk on that thing. Uh-oh.
Maybe a bit of a two-way there from Alan. Gets away with it here. Looks like we'll see if Rob's hooked here.
Low right to spin out 2 rails out to center table. Yep. Nice shot, Alan. A little bit more speed would have been nice, but he's got tables to run.
I missed a couple of those tonight. Rob might be seeming to find a little groove here with the stroke. I'm sure he would love that I said that right before he shot the 9 ball, but
Oh, you're gonna love. Oh my goodness. You jerk. So
he'd do the same thing to me.
it was really funny. You and Rob were playing, and you had just sunk a ball, and you were sitting really sweet for the rest of it. I think we're gonna see our first really nice multi-ball run. As soon as I finish the sentence, you missed the ball. I was looking 4 balls out already, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, sorry to have let you down there.
All right, Alan. Oh shoot, we should probably get the scoreboard on there. All right, Alan takes the first 3 on Rob. Yeah.
I know Bethany and Janice. I'm sure I'll hear about that one from Rob.
Yeah, those hurt.
He didn't need to shoot it so hard. Rob.
Yeah. Alright, so that brings Rob to the table with ball in hand. Let's see if we can do some damage here. He's got a pretty clean layout here. Yeah, he's zigzagging it and looking around the table. Uh-oh.
Farewell, sweet cookie cats. I'll always remember the time we spent together.
The cue ball and 3 are friends right now. Good play.
Ooh, it turned out really well.
Yeah, it did.
This is for you.
Oh, good shot. Good shot just to hit it.
Mm-hmm. And he's got shape. Alan's looking around the room. He's looking over at DJ. I don't know what's happening there. He's still in shock that he made that ball. Some table noise in there. Yeah, Eric makes the point, glad to see you guys putting yourselves out there. It's not easy. You get a little bit more comfortable with it, but I wouldn't say it's like a practice session for me, that's for sure.
Oh, for sure. I'm definitely more comfortable now, but I would still say it would be comparable to the progression through playing in league. You start out pretty nervous, and that eventually goes away mostly, but you still have that kind of competitive nervousness, and that's kind of where I feel like I'm at now. The first few weeks it was way worse. It was way worse than league.
I would say that for me personally, this beats anything in a league environment for sure.
Yeah, I think just the thought of knowing that X number of people are watching, many of whom you don't know, but then also once it's done, it's going to remain out there.
Yep. Exposing all your secrets, James.
I know, I'm sure my future opponents will be studying my YouTube footage.
They'll come up to your house. James, I watched.
Nice shot.
I watched episode 2. You're screwed.
I honestly might not play pool again after this.
Alan's threatening never play pool again because he's liking this play right now. And then, you know, once we get used to the live environment, then we have to start wearing masks,
Mm-hmm.
you know, which I don't know if you could ever really get used to.
Yeah, the first few times, especially with wearing glasses, was tough. I actually played a couple of my matches there without my glasses for the first time ever, but I found a mask that seems to work now.
Alright, so Rob the table here, studying the table, seeing the avenue he wants to take. Yeah, Shannon's recommending that Alan spends every Monday with me. That's not a bad idea. I think Alan had a good time helping me on set today.
Are you guys shooting anything exciting?
No. Nope, today was making money and that was pretty much it. And this particular client doesn't watch me play pool, so I can say that freely and never have to worry about it. Of course, watch me get the phone call. Oh, and Rob conceded rack 4.
Yeah, with two balls out.
So he's seeing Alan playing strong and gave it to him. Kind of surprised to see that, because that wouldn't be the most difficult thing to screw up on this table.
Yeah, but I think we've all been there. You just get to a point when you're playing when you know it's not your night, and you have that feeling of, just make the most of it, learn something. I know Rob probably wouldn't give me a 2-ball out with ball in hand.
Are you complaining right now?
No. I'm saying for Alan, he'd do it for Alan, but he wouldn't do it for me. He's seen me shoot too much.
All right, so Alan breaking rack 5. Liberal amounts of chalk, as you can hear. Watch him miscue the spray.
No, another good one.
Yeah, he's breaking clean. Yeah, all of his racks been wide open. Yeah, Shannon, this is the best that anyone's seen Alan play, just so you know.
Studying his chalking there.
This is intense. Oh man, I missed it. That was another good chalk
that
section.
tail end you saw there was the end of about a 15-second chalk fest there.
Yeah, I can tell Alan's he's already looking for it, because the fact he spent 15 seconds chalking right there, he's looking for the nice out here. And he knows it's up to him.
I don't know how it happened, but I feel like Alan takes the most abuse on the live streams the last few weeks.
He's got a lot of buddies who watch, so at least he's loved. Alright, Rob, gonna go to the air on this one.
Once again. A little defense there from Alan. Rob can see it, but probably going to defense it back would be my best guess.
Yeah, this is a pretty easy play to lots of blockers out there. I think we're going to get another appearance from the jump cue here. Oh, no, he can see it.
Oh yeah. Good view
See?
there
Look at
from
that.
good view from the Slurch cam.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the overhead view, you would not.
Yeah. He's got all kinds of room. He's gonna draw this back. We're rolling forward. Jonathan, where are we playing? So we're playing out of my studio. I have a photo studio in the Tacoma area, and I love pool so much. I have a pool table in it, and so video production company / pool lover equals live stream. So that's where we got going on. Rob's got a busy night here. Doubleheader. Have you played doubleheader?
No, I have not.
Neither have I.
Nope. After Rob, all my matches for this first little session are done. How about you? Is this your last one? Have you got all your others in, Matt?
It's not. Alan and I actually play.
Mm.
Anytime that we've had together, we've been
Working.
investing into the production side of things, so. Yeah, you know, it's funny, as much time as we spent here at the studio, not a single lick of it's been playing pool. Aside from the 9-ball intro that
Right.
you just saw, which wasn't really playing pool, it was just setting up the same shot over and over until we liked it.
Yes, I don't know if you've already talked about it, but for people watching, that video was 90 seconds, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of production time do you have into that?
It was at least 10 hours of shooting and then a day of editing. So, a full weekend to make that. It's all light juggling and planning. It is the first thing, honestly, that we filmed stylized. So,
Yeah.
you learn a lot as you go, which you don't like. And the day got a lot faster as we went, that's for sure. The biggest time suck was the whole breaking stuff, because we wanted so many different angles for the break.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a little while to break, right? So it's not like just tossing one more ball on the table. And then, of course, for continuity, you're having to rack them the exact same way every
Right.
time, right? So.
How many times did you have to hit that jump shot?
5. Because I wanted one that actually made it, and I drew the ball back the
Gotcha.
way that I did.
And you did both those things in separate shots and then put them together?
What we did is we actually, the ball's just out there, and we knew we wanted to do a jump shot, so we set up something that was the worst, hardest jump shot in the world, and then I did that run out. I actually did the run out. We just moved the lights between shots.
That makes it easy to get into a rhythm, huh? Hit a shot, change the lights. Hit a shot,
Right,
change
yeah,
the lights.
Yeah. The thing that was actually the toughest to do was the opening shot where we do the sample for the push out. To get that exactly where I lied for the jump shot, because that's where we started.
Right.
Okay, so, I mean, because even if you miss it by 2 inches, it's obviously off. So, I mean, and doing that pure speed shot like that. All right, Alan here. Let's see what he can do. He's got pretty natural shape to go 4 or 5 and then back around for 6. So. The real key thing to success, obviously, is going to sound very obvious once I say this, but is how people are planning their paths around the table. It's not about making the balls, really, as we see over and over again. Everyone can make balls in this table, even though it is difficult. It's really making sure you're taking the best path to keep your run going. And Alan demonstrates how not to go around the table right as I say that. Ready in the search cam. Didn't get the action I wanted.
Yeah, it seemed to me he had a little more angle on that shot. I didn't see it coming straight towards that pocket.
Don, the people who ended up being on the show, it was kind of a long list of ideas and reasons why we picked each player.
Good shot there from Rob.
I think that I had played probably 2/3 of the players in various leagues and occasions and tournaments. But they all bring something different, and that means in every way. And then, of course, we've been deliberate to provide a perspective. Nice run out by Rob there to get a rack back, taking it 5-1. But no, we intentionally selected a rainbow of skill and experience, because especially in the show, you guys will see that really come to light. And of course, it is still interesting to see various skill levels compete and see how that happens. And we've all been, I think, pleasantly surprised at the dynamics that come together in a non-handicap league, where it's all on you to win or lose. No?
There were balls in that pocket too, that's fine.
Alright, so Rob breaking rack 6. Watch him bring this all the way back hill.
Yeah, that would make for a quick evening.
If he does it, I'm going to have to break and run 5 in a row, James. I got to be up at like 6 tomorrow. After getting up at 6 today, so I'm not in the mood, Rob. Alright, so cut this one in and 2 back and forth. Oh wait, no, he's on the pink. There, I did it again. But not when I'm playing. I'd still do 2 back and forth though. Banks it in. Gets his shape. It's gonna be a pretty thin cut on that 4 actually.
I didn't want that 5-ball shot anyway, did I?
Rob's brother says, as the comeback champ, we better prepare for a late night here, Matt.
I'm not rooting against the guy. I'm all for a decent time tonight. That's all I'm saying. I sound like an old guy for the first time in my life. got to move 48 cubic yards of gravel and rock for the next 2 days. That's 6 dump trucks, just for anyone who's counting, of rock.
Yeah. I saw you had some landscape fabric laid out there. I was like, oh, good for Matt. He waited till the hottest day of the year hottest week of the year to do his manual labor outside.
Yeah, I was late last night. I was digging holes at 95 degrees. I felt like I was digging holes in the sauna. It's that point you're just so hot you don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's like I maxed out my miserableness. Just keep going. See, I rented a skid loader or whatever things are called.
Mm-hmm.
Because 48 cubic yards is impossible.
And those are fun to play on.
I've never done, so... Uh-oh, slow down.
My early construction days, I had a stint of running some heavy machinery.
Do you want to do it tomorrow?
Unfortunately, I have to work at my job
I
tomorrow.
was going to say, you can put the toy and I can do the pushing, but... That one's cooled down a little bit.
Yeah, Scott, we just want to make sure that there's an appropriate vibe behind the pool tonight.
We're all going safe?
Yeah, that's pretty safe.
Mm-hmm. 8's blocking the cross side.
And we may just be trading safeties here for a minute.
Good save, Rob.
Rob cheering himself on sarcastically. Shot.
That was a tough shot, but either way, even if you make it, it's tough to get a real straightforward on the 9 there.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, thanks for joining us. We do 3 live stream matches every Monday, and we've got a TV show we're in production on that should be coming out here in the near future.
All right, Rob's doing some racks back here. 4-2. rack 7.
They've both been real consistent on their breaks tonight. I don't think we've had a dry break in this match.
First here.
Yeah, that's what he's getting ready to measure out there. Whew. Great attempt.
The system's so accurate. I've never seen that system before either. It's funny. Like those control
It's easy for you to say, Billy. You're watching at home on your couch. Good shot there, and I'll give him the benefit of the camera angle and say he probably can see that.
No.
No?
No. I can tell you, there's a slight slurch in his demeanor right now, and he's in no hurry to shoot this, so he's looking at a 2-9er. Yep. Did you hear that?
I did not.
Billy just got called out. Goes 2-9 in the corner, and Rob just goes, "All right, Billy."
So what is this? 1 in 100 shot there?
From there. I didn't really combo. I thought you were on. Yeah.
So like the only thing I could hit was the side of the teeth. So I was like,
Yeah.
might as well.
That mask is so close to Rob's hair color, it almost just looks like he's got a big old bushy beard.
Oh, those sting.
Well, he didn't leave it straightforward, Fallon, I don't think.
Interesting.
Got a little traffic.
He's gonna long Q jump this? Oh, he's just gonna hop the side of it. It's wise. Oh, he's curving. Oh,
Good shot.
no reward on that.
Those shots are fun, and then when they go in, it's like, oh, and then it's like, oh, no control, the cue ball, where's it going?
Yeah, kind of rolling the dice.
I do feel a little bit for Rob tonight. My match and this match kind of seems like a lot of his leaves have been, whether his opponent or himself, it's been, he's got some tough leaves.
Yep. And that's what makes not taking advantage of things that much harder when you do get the bad rolls.
Yep.
Cookie cats. I'll always remember the time we spent together.
Three ball's being a little squirrely.
Yeah, there seems to be a ball every couple of racks that just gets hit a few times.
That goes on 90% of
For scaring those things away.
Awkward bridging.
Yeah, I was real happy we decided to go with the only cue ball fouls in Seeking Gravity. I'm notorious for bridging over
Oh,
the
really?
ball or nudging a ball or.
I think he got safe here too. There she is.
Even with the mask on, you can see Rob's got a little smirk on his face like, are you kidding me again?
Yep. This is. I take these. I mean, they're hard to swallow, but you just kind of like stick
And
with it.
Especially in Nightball, it just seems like you have those nights sometimes.
Yep, you do. And you just go, you know what? Some night it's going to go my way.
Yeah, I had that night when I played you.
Those make me really nervous when you're on the receiving end of all the good rolls. You're like, oh my god, when's the lightning going to hit you in the head? 10. Oh. Yeah, Alan's having a little trouble closing out tonight. He started off super hot.
He did. He was on fire. Everything was going center cut. Probably a little more rollout than he wanted, but he can still see it.
Yeah, it's gonna make the 8 a little more tough.
Yeah.
There we go. Alright, Rob's not gonna go easy. I want to make Rob come here in the morning and receive that that skid loader. All right, so we are 4x to 3.
It's like they do in comedy clubs if somebody go turn the light on and tell them their stage times.
Yeah, just start playing music really loud up there.
Rob's been on camera most of the night, all night.
He has.
All right, well, we got Rob breaking down 4-3 to Allen. Couple of balls there, 2 and a 7, I believe.
Jim, these games are being played in the Tacoma area?
No, come on. You get it so
Rob not happy with that, rightfully so. Got DJ running cam 3 tonight, doing a fantastic job. It's been fun to watch the cameraman skill set grow over the last 11 weeks.
Yeah.
Nice back cut. This is going to be a tricky one. Because the angle coming off that pink 4 wants to send it right into the corner pocket. He might be okay. I don't know. No, it's danger zone for sure. If you hit it fat, he'd be okay. If you overcut it, it would be in the pocket. He's gonna draw it, so he's gonna try and hit it fat. Nice shot, Alan. I don't think that we've had any feedback from professionals. I haven't. I know James hangs out with quite a few
Yeah,
professional pool players.
I got a lot of them in my circle.
In fact, you're usually just wiping them at your own home table. Like, guys, you got to get out of here. I'm tired of taking your money.
Yeah, that's the opposite of that would be
And then
closer
you
to
go,
the truth.
Oh, by the way, what do you think about the show as you're taking their money? All right, Rob's gonna have to come with a shot here to get on this green 6. I mean, it's all down table. So he's got to take it to the top right corner pocket to hold for the 6. Little love bump there. Gives Alan pretty sweet position on this 5 ball. Way fat, and I think he got lucky. I think Rob could go rail first here pretty easy, but the speed to hold for the 6 is not the easiest. was a great shot of Rob. Nice. Yeah, that was a hard speed control shot. But he definitely has angle to get on the 8. Probably too much than he'd like. Nice shot. Oh, this could be a little zippy. Nope, he's okay. Rob is literally going to take this hill. Nice shot, Rob. Ooh, all right. We didn't ask for it, but we got it.
We did.
One more rack for sure coming up.
Okay.
I called it after you got that first rack. I go, watch Rob take this hill.
I told him afterwards, I was like, it's the longest motor. The wheels were on my bus, and they're long. And they're like 7 miles down the road. Yeah, my bus is currently, my wheels are gone. They're just going. That's in the back of my on my bus. So,
Is Billy watching? This is for you, Billy. I just want to go out and Billy fast. I've never seen a 10-foot rack there.
A little zippy, but that was a great shot. Alan calling defense. Is the green 6 gonna go?
Did that 9 move? I don't know. I felt my cue hit it.
Rob plays the defense back. Let's see what Alan does here.
Defense again. Two balls are in the way of the square.
Well, Eric, we kind of do this for a living. So I'm a professional photographer, videographer. So I work cameras for a living, tell stories for a living. But the live stream is definitely something new, but quite honestly been added to my repertoire of skill set because events can't happen this year because of the whole
Right.
COVID thing, and so that skill set has come to a oddly harmonious conclusion for adding to my work.
That was a well shot. That would have gone the most.
Rob reminding Alan that most shots that we shoot on this table would go on normal tables, but this one's not having it. Just got to keep that in mind as a shooter. This is a 9-foot gold crown with 4-inch pockets, so it's about as tight as they get. I haven't put on anything nearly this tight.
No, my table's close, but even those are 1/8 inch bigger, and the sides are much bigger.
I would have loved to try for more on that defense, but you know, I just screwed up if I did.
I don't know if I've ever heard it put like that, Eric. Lens-based media?
Neither have I.
I never heard it like that before. It's probably the new hip term. Just want to start calling myself I'm a lens-based media guy. Yeah, Jonathan, send me a link for that book. I'd like to buy it. 6 should be fairly easy. I say that, but watch it like hit it perfect. Ooh, it almost did. Alan giving that shot a long look. Was he going for that 9?
I don't think I saw him caught, but Pretty good there.
There hasn't been a lot of intentional defensive play between these two tonight, so it's kind of weird when you see one pop up. I just thought about that. You know, Alan had another one early this rack, I think.
Yep.
You can tell the pressure's on. Alan shifted from heavy offense to heavier defense.
Yep.
I think he wanted to roll a little bit further out. If you're just tuning in, this is Rob versus Alan. It is hill right now, so the victor of this rack is going to win the match. Nice shot. Alan refocusing.
Ooh.
Like a good relationship, James, you can't cheat on this one.
That was interesting how that came out of there.
All right, down the line for this 8-ball, and Rob will have successfully come back 5-0 or 4-0. Wow.
Confident stroke there.
Nice comeback by Rob.
Oh no.
I wasn't even watching.
Oh, he just pushed it a little bit.
Nothing like some drama.
Wow.
Alan is kind of at a loss back at the table. Alan wants a timeout.
5 rails. In the
You can
side.
back cut this. You can back cut it. I think Alan's trying to sweet talk this ball and moving over somehow.
A lot of discipline to play defense on. I think it would run for the base.
Well, after 14 time violations, Alan completed the shot.
I think I heard him call extension.
How many times?
those defenses where the cue ball's at, because I hate this awkward group spot.
There it
Nice
is.
shot.
Rob takes it. All right, Rob comes back, raging 5-0.
Is that our first
No,
4 down, come back and win?
no, we've had a couple.
Okay.
But yeah, so great match. Stick around. Thanks for joining us and staying with us on your Monday evening. Got one more match for you guys, and it's myself versus Kyle. So stick around. We'll get warmed up real quick.
All right, guys, we are back. I am Alan. With me in the booth is James.
Alan's mind may be elsewhere here till he puts that last match out of his mind. He played really well. He'll look back at it and not be quite as frustrated as he is now. But
No way.
we'll go in there.
Not possible. Yeah, so here we have Kyle and Matt. This should be a really good match. This is one when I was making the schedule, I definitely slated for. I was like, boom,
Yeah.
that'll be a good last match for the. Originally, that was the end of the season at the time when I was making the schedule. So I was like, hey, this will be a good one to end on. So this should be quite good. Get you guys some table noise here. So this is interesting. So Matt won the lag and he's breaking from the left side, which is interesting because he's a lefty. So usually he breaks from the right side of the table, and it did not pan out. Or did it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
He made the two. A little tough on the one here.
I didn't think he made a ball. So you shot well.
Yeah, I kind of found a groove there. The last few racks got a few lucky ones early on.
Now that seems so long ago in my head.
Good shot there from Matt.
He gets the Jordan approval. Nice shot.
Thank you to those sticking with us here. We know it's getting late.
Yeah, we still have quite a few viewers for.
Nice shot there from Matt.
It's only 10. I think he's good.
Yeah.
That was. We played for. I mean, we didn't play. We shot some balls around for a few minutes before everything started tonight, and he was looking pretty strong. He's just getting his stroke in check. So far, it's working.
Matt going full incognito mode with the mask and the full ear headphones on tonight.
Yeah, noise canceling too. He doesn't want to hear a thing.
And you'll know it when he talks to somebody because he'll be yelling.
Yeah, what? Jonathan, is this the main event? I don't know if we have a main event. I don't think we've ever done something like that.
Johnson, so we're playing a round robin format, so there's 12 people in Seeking Gravity, and we all play each other, and 3 of those a week are just happen to be feature matches. But this is a pretty good one as far as matchups go. A couple of good shots here.
I always forget when I come back here that I'm in charge of this thing. Every time. For there's like a solid 5 minutes, I forget. Yeah, I think this is the hardest shot out of this rack. Yep, he's in trouble. Oh, he might have gotten there. Nope. Jump it.
I can't tell for sure, but it's real close.
He's gonna put a little swerve on it. it.
Just a little jump over the edge
Jump it
there.
with his break or with his playing cue. It's gonna end up okay though.
Yeah, gonna be a tough lead for Kyle.
Kyle's first time at the table. We haven't seen Kyle in a while, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's been a few weeks. I know his schedule was a little bit heavier towards the beginning of the session. Doesn't quite get the save. I think that was more of a two-way.
Yeah.
Oh, I see you guys all voted for me to win, but you picked Slurch, and so that's probably why I lost. I see.
I don't know. I voted for Rob, so.
Yeah, you made the right choice. Wait, when was that vote taken though? After when it was 4-0 and you made
No,
it?
I think during the first or second rack.
Oh.
Yeah, so you had the group on your side.
I mean, I had opportunities. I made the highlight reel for the entire year's worth of my highlights in 4 racks.
Well, you make the highlight reel, so you can.
That's true.
You
I
should
mean, we haven't done it in a while.
You should just do all your shots for the top 10.
Oh, thank you, Bethany. I should. I had like 5 shots that were lucky, dumb luck. Combo? No, way easier. Just stay right here.
Oh.
Okay, Matt slams it down. Takes the first rack. Yeah, both. I mean, when Matt gets in stroke, he's pretty. I mean, I don't know if any of us can beat him when
Yeah.
he's in stroke.
I don't know. I think he was on his A game when I beat him.
Yeah, of course,
for sure.
Yeah, he's playing like a 9. Just basically should go semi-pro.
Yeah.
Billy, I'm pretty sure you can insert an emoji
I don't see it, I don't know.
from your laptop. But yeah, I started to say when Matt's in stroke, he's incredibly tough to beat. But I think when Kyle's also in stroke, Kyle's also a great shot.
Yeah, Kyle plays well.
I know he's been pretty busy with with work lately. Been working a lot, so I don't know how much table time he's gotten outside of Seeking Gravity.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think he said he played a little bit this last weekend.
Oh right, he did. I did get some matches from him. It's always interesting seeing getting all the paperwork back from people who aren't shooting during those featured matches.
Pretty good safety there from Kyle. I can see it, but tough one to pocket.
See, that's what I thought. Yeah, that same shot. Just remove all the other balls and make the one black stripe. This is a little bit tougher.
Yeah, Matt was talking about during your match that on the overhead, it really is distorted a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Good shot.
Nope.
Oh.
It's gonna be, I think, kind of, maybe it's not gonna be too tough for Kyle to come back to the 2. I guess he can just clip the 1, come back basically mid-table, and he's fine. Nice work, DJ. Is that still DJ back there?
I believe Rob is on camera 3.
Oh, that is Rob. Great shot by Matt. Nicely. Getting to the 6 here is trouble. Oh, that's not Matt. That's Kyle. I'm getting all my names mixed up, man. I'm out of it. Kyle's gonna watch this. He's gonna be mad at me.
It's about as good as could be expected there.
Yeah.
If he attempts the 6-8 combo here,
That's tough.
it's a little roll of the dice, and if you'll be able to have a good shot at the 6, but oh, he's going for the bank. Probably a little bit of a two-way there.
Yeah, got a little too much of it though. To go quite a bit further.
That's one that for me too is just tough to hit it that hard.
That's one of those ones where you don't feel like you hit it that hard either, and it'll just go flying across the table. And then you're just mad at yourself for hitting it too hard. Oh,
What a shot.
Gets a little lucky there, I think, but
Yeah, it all happened so fast. I would almost wonder if that's what he was trying to do, but normally you don't want to get another ball moving if you don't have to.
I mean, maybe he's thinking I'm not going to get position on this 8. But now it's going to be tough to get position on the
Yeah, it's just a low. Pretty good one.
That was interesting. I I thought he might go for that and like power follow it or something. He just typically likes to let us strike out a little bit more than play defense.
It just must not have liked that one for some reason.
Taking another look at where he wants the cue ball to go. It's pretty good. He doesn't want to be up against the rail, but that was a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
And by pretty good, I mean that was impressive. I think he ended up like a foot further than he wanted to be.
Yeah.
Great shot there. That cue ball just kind of kept going.
Yeah, it really took that English he put on it and shot back around the 9 there.
Alright, so Matt takes an early 2-0 lead.
You guys ever worn true headphones? You can't even hear yourself talk. It's like worse. You just made me think. But honestly, like better than earplug ears.
Matt's talking about how good his headphones are, blocking out all the noise. I thought not that I'm blaming this on anything, but the noise from the booth was a little bit more than usual today. I think it's because we have the door mostly open, so we have a fan running back here. But I definitely caught myself listening to the commentary booth a couple times.
Have you been playing with headphones at all when you've been playing, or are you?
No. I mean, I do when I get mad.
Gotcha.
But my headphones are currently dead.
Gotcha.
But I do when I get upset and I need to just try to focus, reel it back in. Wish I had my headphones today. Just couldn't get out of my own head after a while. It's okay. Nice pool. Matt apologizing for his leave on Kyle here, because Kyle hasn't had too many opportunities, I don't think, in these first 2 racks. Yeah. Cool. Hello. Pretty good. We're going to be swapping commentary people a little bit. James coming down with a case of the headaches. Oh, you're muted. All right, go ahead.
Oh, it's Jordan Blevins here. Happy to step in.
Jordan's been here the whole time, been scoring, even though he's not playing today, so that's good. Any help?
It's just fun to watch pool.
Yeah. You're done with all your matches, right?
Yeah.
For your first 11.
Yeah, for this first go around, yeah, I finished them all and all right for the start of it, for the first half session, I guess it is.
Oh, I didn't grow legs. So that's ball in hand. No ball touched a rail after contact, so that's a tough one because that was a pretty good safety.
Yeah, Kyle, they're both shooting really well. Kyle's just had a couple times he came to the table with some defensive leaves by Matt.
Yeah.
Which can make it tough, but...
Oh yeah, for sure. So Matt gets ball in hand. And, a little short of where he wanted, I think. I think he wanted to be on the other side of that 8 ball.
Mm-hmm.
He's looking at, yeah, coming mid-table essentially and hitting the 3, bumping the 5 a little bit.
Yeah. So Matt plays with those soundproof headphones on,
Oh, yeah.
and he was telling us he can't even hear himself talk. That they cancel like which is
doesn't make
crazy. So like when he's talking out loud, they even cancel his own voice out, which is crazy. That's pretty silent.
Hold on.
With
But
whatever.
if I cover my head,
Well, no, like, so when you are talking
Right.
and you have your ears plugged, I mean, you know what you're saying, but actually hearing your actual voice. I don't know, you'll have to talk to him more about it, but you just
Yeah.
mentioned that. And,
I mean, his wife is vouching for him.
no.
Good shot. It's a great shot.
Mm-hmm.
He is on the wrong side of the 5 ball. That's where he wanted to be.
So what would you do here?
I almost want to say hit it really hard and come off the rail, but I don't know if I can hit it that hard. You'd have to clobber it. Yeah, you tried to cheat the pocket.
No.
Farewell, sweet cookie cats. I'll always remember the time we spent together.
Yeah, so he cheated the pocket by quite a bit there to come off the rail so much.
Mm-hmm.
Can't tell if the 6 and the 9 are right in a row here.
Well, I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, no, they're not.
Be interesting to see what Matt does with this. He's looking at going there, then going into the side.
Yeah,
This is for you.
I think his
I mean, I don't see any other option besides going a ton of rails, which doesn't seem like a good idea.
so he's putting some right on it. I was gonna say the cue on Hawaii. Right.
He said something. I don't know what he said.
I think he said wasn't even close.
No.
Again, I'll come back to it's amazing how different pool shots look in your head compared to what they actually do on the table.
Yeah, like I like to envision my shots going into the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big one.
Yeah.
Into the pocket is good.
Mm-hmm. And then you see where the cue ball's gonna go and land, and sometimes it goes completely different than what you expect. Oh.
I think you gotta try it.
I think that one you do, because the cue ball's gonna go one direction, the 6 ball's gonna go another.
Thanks, Rob. Sorry I didn't give you enough time there, buddy. Rob getting into focus really fast after I put him on the spot.
Oh,
he
he played D. Oh, he left it. Wow. Bummer. Man, that either would have been a great defensive shot or a great combo try. But speed, it's all about that control of hitting it the appropriate speed.
It's a tough miss because this is pretty much, I mean, this is not even, he's probably going to stop this right where it's at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this should be, I don't know, we've seen too many commentator curses, but I would have to put my...
This one is a little straighter than I thought it was going to be.
If I were him, I'd just follow it up, go 2 rails, pop out, pop the 6 in the other, or the 9 ball in the other corner.
This angle's the better angle. It shows you.
But Matt might come straight out too. He might opt for that. Oh. Oh well, he got... Oh, did that go too far? I can't tell on that angle. Oh yeah, he's alright. He should be alright anyway. Yeah.
Nice shot.
That was a great shot. Came around right where he needed to be.
Get out there, Matt.
I thought Matt was gonna run out on that first rack. Thought he was gonna have a break and run on that first one.
Yeah, that was a great out.
So you jotting down any notes on Matt's weaknesses for your match with him?
I already know Matt's weaknesses.
Yeah. Where are his weaknesses?
I have to get him when he hasn't played pool in like a long time.
Oh, okay.
Time to warm up.
Oh, okay. So what's your plan for?
There's no plan because he's just gonna do it. Can you reset those balls?
Oh yeah.
And add a rack to Matt, please.
Let's see.
The one on the left. There we go. Scoreboard's up to date.
I'm failing at my job of
That's okay.
ball keeper.
For the first 5 minutes, every time I sit here, I forget that I'm in charge of the camera. Or what I often do is I'll be looking at the preview instead of what's on the actual screen.
Yeah, I think you guys flipped those. Didn't they used to be the other way around?
No.
Oh, did they not?
No.
Oh.
So that is a dry break, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope, something went in. Nope, nothing went in.
Which is surprising. Matt, for the first 3 racks, was consistently making that corner ball.
Oh yeah. It's the right idea.
On this table, a lot of distance is a tough shot. I mean, they're makeable, but they're definitely not anywhere easy.
Yeah, that was a good idea. I mean, there's a big cluster of balls there for the cue ball to hide behind. He just didn't quite get it.
Yeah, I love Kyle with the shot.
Matt.
Oh, with Matt with the shot, sorry.
And Matt hung himself a little bit. He's gonna most likely go 2 rails here. Almost certainly, really. Oh. Oh, he's just gonna tie it up. Whoa. It didn't look like when he went down, I don't think it looked like he put right on that.
Yeah, I don't know. Looked a little funky to me. Cut it on the pro side.
I think that was intended here. Matt might have a window. I think he does.
If he does, it's just to hit it.
No, no window. See, we don't know what we're talking about. Just about every ball on the table moving there.
And that's the thing too with 9-ball is every time another ball moves, you gotta reestablish what your run's gonna be and re-look at the table and.
This match all of a sudden turned into more of a defensive battle.
It did. Took a turn. I think that is in no man land for bankable. So I don't think he'll be banking it. Oh, he tried. So it might have gone.
Yeah, those ones are tough when the cue or when the object ball is right up against the rail like that.
It is, because there is a zone from if you were to line your cue up directly through the object ball to the rail, and about, I think it's 15 degrees or so, that if the cue ball lands in that zone, it becomes a unmakeable shot because you'll get a double kiss every time. So, but anywhere below or above that 15 degree zone, you're fine. You can do it.
Matt's pretty upset about his defensive attempt there, but he's still fine. He's just gonna get one played right back on him. I expect Kyle to barely hit the two and send the cue ball to the other side of the table.
Right. And that's the thing. That's the different levels though of defensive shots. Because there's good defense where you just are able to defense your partner, But then if you give them a defensive shot where they're just able to come and defense you back,
Right.
really you want the defense where they're so locked up that, you know,
Right, that
they
no
can't
other
do
shot is
anything with it. Yeah. But it's hard to do.
Yep. Alright, so Matt has ball in hand. Does some power draw. Ends up dead straight on this 3-ball. Which is fine, he just follows it up a little bit for the 4. Comes around 1 rail for the 5. See, in my head, I know how to do this.
I think Matt's listening to you.
Oh, he's straight.
Is he?
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know, Rob, is he straight? It's hard to tell. It looks like it.
If he's straight, I'm sure he'll just stop
he's straight.
it.
He's drawing it right back.
Oh, he drew it back. That was a good draw shot.
Let me just stay right here with Rob. Rob's doing a great job on the camera.
I like seeing these shots when that ball goes rolling in there.
Right. Rob, I'm gonna come right back to you. Alright, so here's another. I think Matt has told me before that this is his favorite shot.
What gonna.
This bottom, he's gonna do bottom right here.
Uh-huh.
This is his favorite shot. That looks like just straight bottom though.
Well, that one sure probably wasn't his favorite right there.
No.
Looked like he just kind of overcut it and threw it a little bit.
Yeah. Letting out a little bit of frustration there.
And he definitely hit it hard because he didn't end up, the cue ball didn't end up where. Oh, Kyle. Kyle's had some opportunities in this match, but just hasn't been able to capitalize quite yet.
It's hard to feel like you're in stroke when most of the time you're kicking or playing defense.
Oh, totally. And, you know, it's definitely hard too, like on that first rack when he came into the 8-9 with off of Matt's almost break and run, makes the 8 and misses the 9, and
yeah, it's tough.
that's a tough way to come to the table. I mean, you like coming to the table with only 2 balls on left, but can add some nerves.
Oh.
I think it might be okay. Might be able to kind of punch it in, maybe. Actually, maybe it's more of an angle than I think it is. From there, it doesn't look too bad, but overhead, it looks bad.
It's quite an angle.
Yeah, I might go to try to punch it in the corner closest to us. That's what it looks like he's trying to do. Oh. And I don't know where he was going to go with the 9 if he would have made that.
Well, technically, if he would have made it, the cue ball
would have been in a little different spot.
You never know. That's one of my favorite things that people say.
Yeah.
Oh, if I would have just made that, I have perfect lie.
All right, here we go, Kyle. Gotta root for the underdog. Kyle gets this in, he'll feel a bit more comfortable. There it is. Good shot, Kyle. Oh, and I fell behind again. All right, 1-3. Kyle breaking. So I've talked with Matt before about this. What's your favorite game out of all the pool games that are out there?
I like 9-ball the most.
You like 9-ball the most?
Yeah.
What is it about 9-ball you like the best?
It seems like it's more simple, but it's so important. Position is just so important the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It seems more simple than like games like 8-ball, just because there's so many balls on the table for 8-ball.
Mm-hmm.
And being forced to make them in the right in a pattern
Mm-hmm.
is nice. 8-ball I always feel like is a little easier in the sense of
What ball ended up going down?
in
When
the
did it
sense
drop?
of the 7-ball went down
7. Thanks.
and the 8-ball. Our street.
Yeah, I find myself when I play 8-ball, I have too many chances to change my mind. Or if I get off track, I have an opportunity to change,
Right.
which I don't think is a good thing.
Right. I mean,
Because then you're like, oh, well, if I hit this a little long, you know, I can do something else. Or I hit a little short, I can do something else.
as far as like beginners go, I think 8-ball is an okay game because I mean, if you watch during league and stuff, most people when they play 8, they knock in a ball and then they just like almost walk around the table and they're just like, what ball can I hit? What ball can I hit? And they have so many options.
Mm-hmm.
And it gets harder and harder and harder as you take out options.
Mm-hmm. I tell people a lot, especially who are kind of new to 8-ball, especially if they're in some sort of a league match, is tap your balls nice and easy, but get them close to the pocket. So if you do end up missing, they're sitting in the jaws.
Right,
So then the next shot, you'll be able to knock it in. But people will hit them hard and then they're chasing the 8-ball all the way around the table.
And blocking, like, I mean, in 8-ball, every time you hit the ball hard, 12 balls move.
Yeah.
The table looks completely different the next time up. Yeah, 8-ball's, I mean, 8-ball's okay. I guess I enjoy 8-ball still, but I like 9-ball a lot more.
So do you like 10-ball or?
I've never played 10-ball.
Oh, you haven't?
I've never, not one time, played 10-ball.
If you like 9, I think you might like 10. Just because it adds that element of you must make the ball where you intend to make the ball.
Right.
And that keeps you even more on track.
Right, not being allowed to fluke stuff in is nice. Or sad.
Yeah, depending on which ball it is.
Amanda says that she's lower rated and she likes 9 so much better because 8 has too many options and it's overwhelming. And I definitely get that. That makes a lot of sense.
Well, and 2, I mean, yeah. Like in most games, even though 2 different ranked players played a different number of games in 8-ball, you still have to make 8 balls.
Right.
Both players do. And so it's kind of interesting that that's the way they decide to do it. Whereas 9-ball, depending on what league you play in, they either count balls or they count games, but it kind of is a more even, I would say, balanced when you're playing different ranked players.
Right.
Just because either if you go by how many balls you make or counting games, anyone can, make a 9-ball out of order or, whatever it is to win the match, so.
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. Devin says, Devin liked 9-ball more when they started, but now they like 8-ball better.
Interesting.
More strategic.
Yeah.
That's a nice way to
You
look
know.
at it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just literally read what Amanda said. Great minds think alike.
There's Mal with a pretty good lead for the 9.
All right, Matt is on the hill. That's quick.
That was quick. I think he did say earlier that he needed to make this last one a quick match if that other one went hill.
Well,
So,
I mean, we joked and we said once when the first match went hill,
mm-hmm.
he said, you know, you'll go 5-0, I'll go 5-0. And I was like, okay. And then I was about to.
Yeah,
and then
you
I
did.
Blew it.
Oh man.
And it's whatever.
Well,
I'll get over
you
it.
know.
I'm just not gonna. I'm gonna watch the replay of the first 4 racks and then turn it off my TV.
You were shooting really, really well, though. I really did think you were gonna pull it out there.
Yeah, there's.
Then Rob kicked it into some sort of gear, and
Yeah, it seemed like Rob went from.
sometimes I know I do this is when I get so far ahead, I'm like, I just need to win one
Yeah,
more.
and I definitely
so
thought
it's,
that. Yeah.
And so it's like, I can let 2 go by, and then the third one goes by, and then you go, and then the 4th one, and then it's
Yeah.
like, oh man, I just let 4 opportunities or whatever.
I
it is.
definitely took a. I definitely feel like I kind of let off the gas after
Yep.
the 4th rack, where I was just like, okay, I had 4 racks. I just gotta win one before he wins 5.
Right? Mm-hmm.
And then the wheels just fell off the bus
Yep. It's
and rolled downhill and continued to roll.
And that's where I agree with it. They say pool is just as much of a mental game as it is a physical game.
Oh, for sure.
Because, I mean, your physical ability can be right on, but if your mental ability, your mind kind of slips or whatever happens, it can make it tough.
And I thought I had it at the end.
Yeah.
I mean, I was on that 7,
Yeah?
and I was just thinking, okay,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put some bottom right on this, and everything's good. And then I missed a 7, and I was literally stunned. I did not know what happened. I had no idea how I missed that shot.
You had some stellar jump shots, though.
my
I
jump
think
shots were
you've
good.
been the most consistent person on making the jump shot so far this season.
Yeah, my jump shots were pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie there. They were pretty good. I felt when I made the first one, I was like, woo-hoo-hoo. And then when I made the second one, I was like, I'm on fire.
New high, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny because I mean, it's not like jumping is never something I've practiced.
Really?
No,
Huh.
not a single time.
Interesting.
I mean, the only time I jump is like before this would be I bought my jump cue,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'd see a shot that I'm just like, meh, I'll jump it. I'll try to jump it. I've never jumped before, but let me just do this. That's not technically true. The first time I ever jumped was the first time I ever jumped was I was doing a doubles tournament with Matt actually, and we were in the tournament, and he left me a little gnarly. And he was like, "You want to jump this?" And I was like, "Dude, I've never even." Oh no.
What happened?
Oh, it kissed off the 6. I was like, man, I've never jumped before. And he was just like, it's easy. You just go down on the ball with an angle and just it's all wrist. So I did it, and
That's interesting. Some people I've heard do the wrist action, whether it be under or over, and others don't do any wrist.
right. Lots of people use arm or elbow basically.
Yeah, it's interesting the different styles.
Yeah, I just use pure wrist.
Interesting.
But yeah, I had fun with those today.
Yeah, I know I've always had a hard time jumping from under. Like, I can dart pretty well, but jumping
Are you
under.
talking about,
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I've always had a tough time with that. I just don't get enough
Whoa, he missed
power
that.
on it.
He missed that awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, he missed that by a lot. Yeah, Devin, I used to also prefer to kick rather than jump, but since jumping is allowed, and I spent money on the jump break queue, it says jump in it, and so I've chosen to try to make my money's worth.
But granted, there are plenty of people, like I think Efren Reyes prefers to kick.
A lot of pros do.
I think Shane Van Boening will jump, but he prefers to kick. If he has an option to kick, I think Shane Van Boening prefers to kick. But I may be wrong.
I don't think that's. I know the Efren Reyes thing is true, and I know that like people like Earl Strickland, a lot of the old school players.
I know.
To me, old school players.
I know. I think I've heard Earl say it should be illegal.
Yeah, for sure. Like 100
but
times.
yet he'll jump. He does pull it out on occasion and then jump.
It's a handicap if you don't.
Yeah.
If the only thing you're gonna do is kick, it's a handicap, because
in some cases,
a lot of players. I mean, I don't know how much they practice their jumping, but I mean, some of them are very good.
Well, yeah.
I mean, not as good as me today, but whatever. 2 for 2 or something.
Right.
But yeah, I think I've seen Shane Van Boening.
He does jump
quite often.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think kicking is a little bit more consistent if you're just going for the hit.
But they don't just kick though for a hit.
No.
They kick and then they try to play safe too off of it. So that's where the level.
Yeah, anytime it's similar to golf, where anytime you have the ball on the table or the golf ball on the ground, you have way more control over the ball, right?
Yeah.
But it's like in snooker. In snooker, they don't jump.
Snooker, they don't jump.
They don't jump at all, and they're just experts at kicking.
Yeah.
I was watching the snooker championship, and by watching, I mean I watched one whole rack of it because it took 25 minutes.
I was gonna say, snooker does take, like Matt said, I think, it takes all day to play one person, which you wanna get your mind in a game.
Yeah.
That's it's a long match.
Yeah, very long. So I watched the final rack of the semifinals between oh my gosh, what's his name? The Rocket, Ronnie O'Sullivan.
I like Ronnie. I like watching him.
And Selby. And the first 15 minutes were nothing but perfect defensive shots and then perfect kicks into a defensive shot. It was ridiculous. I was just like, this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Right,
and actually, that's what I watch pool for.
Right.
I don't watch pool for the break and runs.
So Matt is calling the 9-ball here, and you just kind of saw him doing a little spinny-roo, trying to figure out which way he needs to hit the 6 to spin the 9-ball into the pocket.
That was a good attempt.
For scaring those things away.
But came up a little short. Those are a little tough, but